Okay, good afternoon, all friends. Let's start today. So, we people are going to start our class. Yesterday, people were talking about improving our LSRW skills. Sort of that, we people have done with listening skills and speaking skills. So, the next part of that it is going to be reading skills. And today, we people are going to start with reading skills. So, I will just share the screen. So, people just to let me know that if my screen, if it is visible to you. Okay. Okay. Let's begin. Okay, fine. So Manjili has given reply for your reply, Manjili. Thank you. So because some students, even if I ask so many times, then also they don't reply. Okay. Uh, so one question I have for you that you people have to just ask yourself, how much time do you spend in reading? And reading what? That whatever. It is not a particular only books or only study material or only some particular point, but everything. So you should have a habit that whatever comes to you. Suppose that you are just maybe traveling in a bus and at a bus you found one page of newspaper. Maybe that newspaper page might be old, but still you keep continue your reading there. So that habit is going to help you because after reading, you people are going to become knowledgeable. And how you're going to become knowledgeable, how you're going to learn, for that, we people are going to see some quotes here. So therefore, you people just pay attention to the first quote. It says that reading is the key. The key to what? It is key to learning. So anything that if you want to learn, it means that the people have to read. And you have to read a lot, not just that whatever the syllabus is there, notes are there, and exam is there tomorrow. So you people want to read. So don't limit your reading to only exams to for getting only marks only or for the purpose of writing exams only. But you have to go beyond this and then you people have to see the world in which there are lots of things that actually people are doing and people are just have written it. So by reading it, you people may learn a lot. and you might be experiencing this, that whatever you have learned so far, that you have done it with the help of reading. Okay, so reading is very important. Maybe wherever you are going to continue your career, maybe you want to get a government job, or whether you want to take a private job, or you want to start your own business, or whatever you would like to do, reading is going to play an important role in whatever you are going to do in future. Maybe imagine yourself after 3 years, you people will have completed your BTech, and after completing your BTech, probably you will be looking for job, or maybe you want to go for higher education, MTech, or maybe you want to start your own business. So for that purpose, reading is going to help you a lot. So keep learning, keep reading. If you are reading, you will learn. And if you are learning, then how it is going to help you? If you learn, learning gives creativity. Now pay attention to the second quote. It says, if you are learned, in that case, you'll become creative. Okay, how to become creative, or what is creativity? Do you know what is creativity? Creativity is something that if all people are doing an activity in the same way, you are the only person who is doing it in a different way. So that is your creativity. You're not doing unlike others. Okay, so that type of creativity you people will be. And if you are creative, then you people will start thinking. Okay, so creativity leads to thinking. So you'll start thinking what is happening around you, why it is happening, when it is happening, how it is happening, what is required. So, such kind of thinking process will go on in your brain, and so you will become that creative thinker also. And if you're thinking, then this thinking provides you knowledge. Okay, so what you are going to get, how this journey is going on, or what you are just learning through this. First, you are reading. After reading, you are learning. By learning, you are becoming creative. If you're creative, you'll think. If you're thinking, you'll get knowledge. And if you're getting knowledge, then you'll become great. Okay. So, this is the journey, in fact. So, all should become great in your life. So, this quote, it is by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. And I hope that everybody of us wants to become great in our life. And how? This is a simple, or I will just say that open secret. So what is open secret? That how you can become great? First you start reading. Again, if you read, you learn. If you learn, become creative. You're creative, you'll start thinking. If you're thinking, you'll become knowledgeable. If you're knowledgeable, then you'll become great. So this way, you people just try to become great, so that whatever you want to do, it will be great. Okay. So with this quote, now I will move towards the next slide, which says that reading skills. So we people will see some important points in reading skills. Okay, so reading, what is reading? First of all, we will try to understand what is reading. So whenever you read, so what do you do? In fact, you people see that there are some written text. Okay, so whenever you people are seeing some written text, so that time you try to decode it. So what is decoding? So decoding, it means that trying to identify what is mentioned there, what is written there, that you are trying to understand, that is decoding. So it means again you are comprehending it. So what is comprehension? Comprehension is nothing but you try to understand that what is mentioned there. Okay. So it is also important to retain. So retention means you try to remember it in the future also. So it is not only just reading and understanding, but in the future also you are required to use that knowledge information, so you people will retain. For example, whenever you people are attending classes, reading notes, what do? You try to understand and you retain it for the exam. So maybe in the next month, maybe next 2 months, there will be exam, and for exam you people will retain it. Okay. Then again, similar point is there. Next point says that reading skill refers to the ability to understand written text. So it is your ability that you'll try to understand that text. Again, see, when you people will read, at that time you people need to identify simple facts presented in written text. So simple facts means that you just pay attention that what you are reading and what information is being conveyed in that, you just try to understand so that it will be comprehensible, it will be suitable for your understanding. Otherwise simply reading is of no use. I have seen many of the students, they are able to read it but they are not able to understand it. So problem is with their vocabulary, problem is with their understanding. So we should not develop only reading skills, but you should try to identify what information, what facts which are provided in that written text. Then the next says that the constant repetition of words and patterns in reading helps you to learn and remember vocabulary and grammar structure. So this is also very important. So when you read again and again, frequently if you're reading, so that time you need not to learn vocabulary separately. You need not to learn a grammar structure separately, or you need not to remember rules of grammar. So what I studied tenses, what I studied active voice, what I studied passive voice, and something like this, you'll not remember, because with this frequency, with this repetition, so people will remember that whatever you are doing, you will remember and you will use it. So there is no need to learn separate grammar, separate tenses, vocabulary. In isolation, you need not to learn. And even though if you learn them in isolation, then possibility is that you may forget it, and perhaps you are not in position to remember them again. So you may remember that whatever you studied in 10th standard tenses, all you people might have studied in 10th standard, but still today we are not very clear with the structure of tenses. Perhaps you might have studied lots of words in 10th standard. Even today you might have forgotten all those vocabulary. But if you're reading some text, so that time with that frequency, if you're reading again and again, again and again, so that time you're going to remember such words, you're going to remember grammar structures, and you're going to understand it also. Okay. Then it also says that next point, that good reading skills can improve your other language skills also. So which are other language skills? So right now we people are looking for reading. So earlier we people have done with speaking also. We people have done with listening also. We people will see writing also. So can anybody of you tell me how reading is going to help us for listening, how reading is going to help for speaking, and how reading is going to help for writing? So can anybody of you reply for this? कशी आपल्याला मदत होऊ शकते रीडिंग स्किलची, लिसनिंग साठी असेल, स्पीकिंग साठी असेल किंवा रायटिंग साठी? Or reading is not useful at all for listening, speaking, writing? Let's think. If we read, what happens? Is it useful for listening? And how is it useful? So if you read, so reading can be of two types. It can be silent reading, okay, and reading can be loud reading. So this loud reading, when you're reading loudly, so that time you are going to listen it also. So this way it is going to help you for listening. Okay. So now how reading is going to help you? Understanding this, yes, you are going to remember at least 15 concepts, 15 ideas, or something like this. And if I ask you, you have to talk for these 15 ideas or 15 concepts, 15 points. So I'm sure that you're able to read at least 15 minutes about that book, whatever you have read. Okay. So in this way, reading